What's up, people? It's your man, Urban Lover, reporting live at right from your mama's basement. Hey, man, watching the game. I don't know if some of y'all probably watched it or not. If not, hey, man, listen. I made a video not too long ago, saying who the Lakers should start as a starting five. It was kind of close. The only person that, that they had in lineup that, that would actually look different than what I had is they had Avery Bradley in the starting lineup compared to me saying that they should start Dwight Howard. Now, the lineup they had, man, like I said, this is Houston. We know Houston's a young team, a young, developing, growing team. They got a lot of young prospects on their team, and they're not bad at all, man. I'm watching the game, and as I'm watching the game, I see these young guys really going. And the thing about it, like I tell a lot of people, man, if you stick with these players and you put a couple of veterans around them, man, and you allow them to develop, you actually can have a pretty good squad. And Houston, they got a nice little squad, man. I know a lot of people probably sleeping on them because they're young and all that, but they got a nice little squad. Now, the Lakers started with Johnson, James, Westbrook, Bradley, and Monk. Cool and all, but I still would go with Dwight Howard. And the reason why I say that over and over again is because these teams are getting whatever they want in the paint. When you're able to score at will in the paint, that lets you know that there's a problem. And even though the Lakers could score whenever they want and however they want, but the Houston Rockets could actually combat that because they could score whenever they want, however they want. The biggest problem is this is where experience comes into play. Them not really having an experienced veteran on that team to help them do that little stretch where the Lakers got a couple veterans through that stretch. Because in reality, Houston had a chance to win this game because the Lakers went up by 13, I think, 12 or 13, something like that, and they made a little run back. But because they didn't have a veteran player or experienced player to help them, they lost in the end. And that's the same that I said about the Lakers, the young players. But I'm not talking about that right now. Now Johnson, I know a lot of people. I told people before in my other video, this is the second game I watched them. Pretty good defense. Can move the feet. Don't make a lot of bonehead plays. Still struggling behind the arc. You know what I mean? Like I said, this is only a second game back, but he's still struggling behind the arc. He did have 5 boards, 2 assists, 1 steal, and he was playing some hell of a defense, man, around the rim and on the perimeter as well. Can really move the feet, man, and I like him. And also, he wasn't forcing a lot of forcing a lot of plays. Like if he got the ball and he knew that he didn't have a shot or a better shot selection, should I say, he passed it up, for a better look. LeBron James being LeBron James, and here's my problem with LeBron, and I keep saying this over and over again. You got LeBron James playing center. Now, this is the young developed team. Now, if this was a more experienced team and LeBron is playing center, then down the stretch, you need him to score and all that. And if they notice that and the good coach actually would have their big, be physical with LeBron and, down on the post on offense, when LeBron get on offense, coming down the stretch in the fourth quarter, he's going to be tired. That's the only thing I don't like to see LeBron James playing the center. I'd rather him play at least power forward. Like if you go a small lineup and stuff like that, where Anthony Davis out, that's understandable. But when they go with their bigs, I think you need to bring Dwight Howard in. I really think they really need to start using Dwight Howard. And the only reason why I'm saying this, it takes a lot of pressure off LeBron and them because you got somebody that's physical that can play down low. It's not that complicated. I'm watching unknown prospects just landing up on them, getting second chance looks, second opportunities to put the ball back in. Because we too small, and then you got guys that's taller than us that's actually doing whatever. But the thing about it, like I said, because of the experience, it's the reason why we won this game. The experience, that's what it came down to. Russell Westbrook, typical Russell Westbrook, 7 turnovers. He did shot the ball pretty good, though. He was 2 for 2 behind the three-point arc, 10 for 17. He had 10 assists, 12 rebounds, 8 on the defensive and 4 on the offensive. But, people would say, oh, he just stat padding. Look, they won a game. I don't care. People have so many negative things to say about the dude, you know what I mean? But I'm not one of them guys, man. I'm not going to sit there and beat the brother up, man. At the end of the day, the whole Lakers as a team is struggling. It ain't just one player, man. It's a whole bunch of people, man. Every so many games, it be somebody else. You know what I mean? It ain't always Russell Westbrook, you know what I mean? So let's be honest. At least he plays at a high level every night. He just erratic, but he at least plays, and like I said, 24 points, I'll take the win. We now 17-18. Hopefully we can build from this, but I'm really skeptical about this, and I'm going to share with y'all why. And I think I already shared a little bit. But anyway, Bradley, played pretty good defensively on the perimeter and all that. 6 for 13, 2 for 5 behind the arc, 14 points. He had 2 steals. Played pretty good. Like I said, you already know what y'all get from Bradley defensive-wise. And, my man, Monk. The man I talked about at the beginning of the season when we first picked him up, and not all fans, but some fans were like kind of writing, not really writing him off, saying he ain't got no defense in that. But the dude can score. The dude can score, and he fits their mode real good because he put the ball on the floor. He doesn't look for them to score, and he makes some nice passes as well. He was 7 for 14, played within the game, 3 for 7 behind the arc, 8 for 8 behind the free throw line. That's what I'm talking about. That's another thing. We got players in here that can't hit free throws, and the ones that can hit free throws, you barely get to see him. But remember, he was on a health protocol. But 25 points. Like I said, it was a good opportunity for us to get back into the winning column. But at the same time, like I said, if it was another team, it would probably be hard for us to beat that team, man. And I'm just keeping it real, man, when it comes to veteran and experience. And that's what the Houston Rockets right now, they don't really have. Carmelo Anthony came in 28 minutes, another good game. One rebound shy of a double-double from what he had the previous game with the Nets. 9 for 15, 4 for 8 behind the arc, 24 points. And this is what you're supposed to do with teams like Houston. And I'm not saying Houston, like I said, Houston's not a bad team. But teams like this that are developing, you're supposed to put them away. That's why I say if you had Dwight in there and he was banging by like with the guy with Woods and all that, and Dwight, if you look at Woods, they center, right? I'll get to him. I'll get to that later. Carlson came, played 14 minutes. Man, Tucker, man. I mean, I know y'all love Tucker, but Malik Monk's my man. I'm going by talent. By me watching the game and watching Tucker and Malik Monk, if I had to choose between these two, Malik Monk will get it every time. That's just me. I mean, if you want Tucker, that's cool, but you're going to miss out on points with Tucker. I'm just going to keep it real with you. You're going to miss out on points, and it's not spreading the floor, man. He can't, he got to work on his game. You can't have Tucker and Westbrook out there, two semi-shooters. You know what I'm saying? You got to have somebody that can shoot. And that's why I say Malik Monk is your sharpshooter. You got to have him out there. They did not decide to play none of these, other players, man. All coaches' decision. I'm going to talk about Dwight Howard after I come back from the Rockets. But yeah, going back to what I said, like, dealing with Woods, for example. Matter of fact, I'm going to talk about this right now, and then I'm going to get to the stat lines. Now, if you look at Woods, right, he wasn't, didn't have a big rebounding game, you know what I'm saying? But they were getting what they wanted inside. And that's why I say if you had somebody like Dwight Howard playing against Wood, and you see how Woods is a slim dude. He's not big. Dwight Howard was a big muscular dude. You know what I mean? Like, he's just muscular. I would have had Howard in there on Woods. Straight up, I'd have had Howard on there on Woods. Giving him body down low. Just giving him body down low, just working. Whoever they bringing in, I would say Dwight just working them. Giving body down low. Like I said, we still pull away, and it's cool and all. But it would have been good to see Dwight in the game at least once. But they ain't even bring him in the game at all. I don't really like Dave Fizdale. He's not a good coach to me. And the reason why I say that, man, is because I'm just looking at, you put everything on a string, and you hoping, that LeBron can bail you out. And I think that the Lakers could have blew this team out the water, man, if they would just put Dwight Howard in favor of Avery Bradley starting. With that, with Dwight, LeBron at the power forward, Johnson at the small forward, like I said in my last video, Westbrook and Malik Monk, that's a good squad right there. Because and Westbrook is not a bad defender. He does get caught sometimes, but he's not bad. And Malik Monk's not bad as well. But then you got Avery Bradley coming in, backing one of those guys up. It's really good. So you had Dwight, a good, a person that can control the paint, and then LeBron James, and then Johnson. That's a nice little front right there. Johnson's a pretty good defender. So you have a good squad. You got good, you got good floor spacing too. And then, like I said, Dwight Howard, and see another thing too, y'all forget Dwight Howard can shoot. And that's the thing. So if Dwight Howard need to come out the paint, he can, so LeBron can go down and work down low. And I prefer that, Dwight stay in the middle though, you know what I'm saying? But if LeBron need to get to the paint, he can pull Dwight out. But I just think that at the end of the day is that, the Lakers can get whatever they want, but this opposing team, the Houston Rockets, can get whatever they want as well. But it came down to experience and, veteranship. So, veteranship and experience almost go hand in hand. But that would kind of hurt them. I mean, Gordon, he's been around for a while, but he's not the veteran that you would think that will carry a team. I'm talking about like a superstar type veteran. You know what I'm saying? Like, you give them one veteran, just one superstar veteran, like a small forward, man. That used to be all right. But it is what it is. Like I said, we won the game. I'm happy about it, man. Ain't too many complaints going on right here, man. I don't got too much to complain about. So now we go over to the. I'm gonna just look at this team stats for a second. Team forever. All right. So field goal percentage wise, they both shot was pretty much the same. Three pointers. We shot 41%. They shot 45%. Like they were banging threes, especially the young cat at towards the end, Green. He hit a couple of them. To kind of bring them almost semi back before the Lakers started pouring away. Free throws, we shot better. We did miss 7, but we at least shot better. Compared to what our average free throws be looking like, and we out rebound them. I mean, we basically out rebound them. You know what I'm saying? So that wasn't too bad. And we had 14 offensive rebounds. And like I said, a lot of people complain about Westbrook, but you got to think about the intangibles that he brings to the game as well. Westbrook does have a lot of offensive boards too to help the Lakers get a chance to actually get another opportunity to score. And we overlook those accolades. We too busy worrying about the 7 turnovers. You know what I'm saying? Like we'll find just that one particular thing right there and say, okay, let's focus on that, but not focus on the other things that he brings to the table as well. And don't get me wrong. I mean, there's nothing wrong with criticizing him if he's doing something stupid, because I criticize all of them. I ain't got no favorites. You know what I'm saying? And if I did like you, I'm still gonna criticize you. Even when I watch Magic Johnson, who was once, and I used to idolize basketball. I used to criticize him sometimes, but it is what it is. But anyway, defensive rebounds, we had 34 to their 26. And like I said, we had 14 to their 4. Now, assists, we had 27 to their 24 because the ball was moving pretty good. And you're seeing that LeBron and Westbrook both end up with a triple-double. LeBron James had a couple good passes, and Westbrook, under control, had a couple good passes too. I mean, like I say, he made a couple bonehead decisions at times, like when he went up for that dunk and he blew it. Because like I told you, just lay it up. But then again, he laid up. You see what happened when he laid up last time. He didn't make it last time in the other game against the Nets. So it's damn if you do, damn if you don't. Listen, we won the game. It's all good. Steals, we had 8 to their 10. Blocks, 6 to their 7. Total turnovers, 12 to 14. Not that bad. Usually turnovers, we be up in like the 4,000s. I'm just joking. Points off turnovers, we had 18 to their 13. Fast break points, 16 to 16. Points in the paint. Look at their points in the paint and our points in the paint. It's about the same. That's what I'm saying. They 56 to 56. Now, we got 3 centers sitting on that bench. Just imagine if we brought Dwight Howard in. That 56 that they scored, it wouldn't even be 56, man. That's what I'm saying. The Lakers be beating it. A lot of games, the Lakers beat themselves based on bad rotation. And I know a lot of people don't want to say it, but that's the truth, man. I mean, if you come down and look at it, we could throw Westbrook 7 turnovers in. We could throw LeBron missing a whole bunch of 3-pointers behind the perimeter. But at the end of the day, it also got to look at this rotation as well. Like, if you see this team scoring, remember, if y'all watch the game, they were scoring at will on the inside. And these are unknown. Some of these players were unknown people I never heard of before. But they were scoring the inside. So just imagine, for the simple fact is, if they'd actually played Dwight Howard, it wouldn't have probably been this close. They probably had a blowout and had a nice little fourth quarter where the guys could rest like with 4 minutes left in the game. That's just me, just thinking about it, or trying to, just sculpting out the idea that if they'd actually brought Dwight Howard in. But like I said, we won the game. I'm not going to too much complain. There was an 11-point lead. But other than that, man, listen, the Houston Rockets, man, kudos to the Rockets. The Rockets fan base, man, hanging there, y'all. I know y'all lost Jay Hart, man, but that squad y'all got right now, man, is a pretty young squad. And as long as your front office, if as long as your front office is actually patient with them, you know what I'm saying, and put a couple pieces around them, they're not gonna be that bad. Just look at your Memphis Grizzlies. Look at your Denver Nuggets, your Utah Jazz. You go to State War. I'm just messing with y'all because I always talk about them young Laker players. But it is what it is, man. We got what we got. We got the win. Hope we can build from this momentum and probably win the next game. But, hey, we take it day by day, light by light, year by year. Anyway, it's your man, Urban Lover. Like, share, subscribe, get in the comment section. Tell me what y'all guys think. I'll catch y'all when I catch y'all. Report live and direct from the... I don't want to report it from. Anyway, I'm going to bed. I'm tired.